Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ziya. If you're a fellow subscriber, welcome back. We missed you. So today I'm going to be bringing you a collective reading, okay? So take what resonates, leave what don't. Not everything is going to be for you. Or maybe everything will be. Trust your intuition. If it don't feel right, if it feels confusing, it's probably not for you. It might be for somebody else, okay? So bear with me while I get some of these channeled messages out because I sat down and meditated and I wrote some stuff down and it's kind of all jumbled and all over the place. So just bear with me, all right? When I sat down and started tapping into the energy, I started seeing somebody's aura and I kept feeling like people are going to find it really hard to read you, okay? Especially if they're trying to tap into your energy. They can find it kind of difficult to do so, because you're currently going through this vibrational shift and you're being very protected right now. Like your energy has this like beautiful white light just emanating off of it. And anything that is not vibrating at that high frequency is not going to be able to come in. So if somebody is not sitting in the same frequency as you, right? They're going to find it really hard to read your energy, okay? So if you go to like tarot readers and some of them are like trying to channel for you and it feels really blocked or it feels really hard to tap into your energy, or if you're just hanging out with your friends and people are kind of asking you like, are you okay? Like it's because they're having a hard time reading your energy. Like it's different than usual because you're going through this beautiful shift, okay? Like you're transforming. And I kept seeing like wings behind somebody's aura and I kept hearing somebody's getting their wings. But I also seen butterflies too. So for some of you, this is not going to be for everybody. Some of you could have just recently lost somebody, right? And you're going to start seeing butterflies just to let you know that they're with you. But also you could be going through almost like a dark night of the soul is what I was picking up. Because I kept also seeing Alaska, like the word Alaska, and I kept seeing like the sky. And it was reminding me of Alaska for some reason, even though I've never been there before. It felt like Alaskan skies, if that makes sense. If y'all tap into like your third eye and you're in tune with your psychic abilities, you'll understand. But for those of you that don't really tap into that type of energy, it's going to be like, bitch, what? Anyways, moving on. We're getting back into the channeled messages. Okay, so I was picking up with the Alaska though. You know how they go through like that 24-hour period of just pure darkness and then it's like 24 hours of just pure light, right? So some of you guys could be in that 24-hour like dark state, right? Going through like that dark night of the soul. And I was looking up because I always heard that it was 6 months of darkness, 6 months of light. But when I looked it up, it said that it's 2 months of darkness. And then they go into their 24 hours of light. And I was trying to see like how long that 24 hours of light is, but I think it's, I mean, it says that they go into that 24-hour dark period around like November and it ends around January. So like the end of November into January. So there could be something significant about those dates, anywhere in between there. But I was also picking up like April 20th and May 20th. So these could be also significant dates for you guys. That's around Taurus season. That is Taurus season, actually. And Taurus is the second sign in the zodiac. And I was thinking of the numerology to number 2, right? It says partnerships, togetherness, relationships, harmony, balance, and alignment. So some of you guys are currently going through this dark night of the soul, but there is going to be balance restored. So trust that you are going to come out of this and you're going to experience a lot more love, a lot more light in your life. You're going to start to see things from a new perspective. There's something about your perception shifting. I also kept hearing new horizons, which I've been hearing that a lot in my messages and my readings lately. I've been hearing new horizons. So that's something with the collective. And this transformative energy is also something very collective because I've been getting the transformation card a lot in readings that I've been doing lately. So some of you guys, yeah, if you just recently lost somebody, you could be going through like the grieving stages, right? but you are going to be coming out of this, I feel like, within the next 2 to 6 months. And I know 6 months sounds like a really long time, but it's a lot shorter than you think. Everything that we experience is just for a moment, and it's just a small part of all of eternity, right? Like, there's something about that. Maybe you're going to start to see that for yourself or experience that for yourself. I was also hearing like newness, like, and then I kept also hearing out with the old and in with the new. So I don't know, some of y'all ever watch High School Musical, that Ashley Tisdale, aka Sharpay, was singing that out with the old and with the new. And I don't know how else that fucking song goes, but I was picking up, like, some of you guys are just moving on. I was picking up like 8 of Cups, Hermit card energy, like going inward and walking away from things that are no longer serving you, habits, people, cycles, situations, things like this, anything that is no longer serving you, right? This could even be like a mindset, burdens, things that are not yours, right? Walking away from this, and you're walking into this new energy with a new vibration, and you're going to probably even be looking new on the outside too. Like, don't mind my like dusty, rusty ass shirt. I'm at work right now, so I don't wear my nice clothes, but I just recently went shopping and I kept being taken back to that. So maybe some of you guys are going to be changing up your wardrobe, your external appearance, okay? Because I was also seeing the Taurus sign, and Taurus is linked to Venus, which is about love, beauty, good fortune, right? Money, abundance, things like this. And it's also about the pleasures in life, okay? So I was picking up pleasure, sweetness, self-worth, down to earth, loyal, tenacious, reliable. So some of you guys, I was also picking up that you could be getting like a promotion or a raise in your job, or being, recognized, getting that, what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an R. Getting the recognition that you deserve, right? For like something that you've been putting a lot of energy and work and time into. You've definitely been super invested, because tenacious came out a couple times. Tenacious talks about like persevering. So you guys have been really overcoming a lot of obstacles in pushing through, no matter what the fuck tries to get in your way. You guys are like, no, my heart is set. I'm staying focused. I'm driven. I'm determined, right? I also seen a bear that morphed into a moose. So the moose symbolizes strength, determination, tenacity, good fortune, and abundance, staying grounded and focused. And it also represents introspection and stillness, which is like that hermit, hanged man type of energy, right? Really embracing the stillness and like the downtime that you have to really go within and gain insight and perspective on things, to shift your perception. There's something like that kept coming up too, like shifting your perception, seeing new horizons, things like this. And I also seen that bear, which symbolizes strength, family, vitality, courage, health, self-contained, strong-willed, thoughtful, and independent. So some of you guys are going to be really tapping into that, those lower 3 chakras, right? Staying grounded, really following your purpose, staying focused, driven, right? Disciplined, things like this, to really get to where you are trying to go. You guys have big dreams and goals, and the only way that you're going to accomplish this is by staying focused, right? The number 2, right? Because Taurus is actually the second sign in the zodiac, and 2s are symbolism. 2s symbolize partnerships, togetherness, relationships, harmony, balance, alignment. So some of you guys are shifting your vibration to align you with your soul tribe, or because you went through this vibrational shift and you walked away from things that are no longer serving you, you're letting things from the past go. You're allowing more love to come into your current relationships, partnerships, friendships, things like this, right? So things in your personal, your love life, your finances, everything just going to be flowing, okay? I kept hearing that overflow. So it's like an overflow of just all of these beautiful energies coming into your life all at once. It could be very overwhelming, and that's why there's a need to stay grounded, okay? Stay focused. Just because this stuff came in does not mean that you need to just quit focusing on your goals and your ambitions, because there's more for you, right? There's going to be more to come. And I kept seeing like a hand over like this and then another hand like this. And I was picking up one of these hands is from the spirit, like the divine. And then the other hand is you. You guys are co-creating something beautiful in this life. You could be working very closely with the divine, feeling very connected. Let's see here. What else do we got? Oh, and I also kept hearing like honoring your cycles, and I kept seeing like the moon. So some of you guys are definitely going through these cycles, releasing cycles, right? Honor these. There's a lot of lessons and blessings, love, things like this that are going to come from really taking a moment to go through the process, okay? Not trying to rush it, just taking it all in, okay? You got to be the teacher, or you got to be the student before you can become the master, right? Or the teacher. So there's something about that too, like you guys being leaders, and whatever you're going through is helping you gain this knowledge and this wisdom that is going to help you with your purpose, okay? So something about that. Like I said, the dates, April 20th or May 20th could be significant time for you guys. Maybe this is when you're going to be receiving some sort of raise or recognition, something along those lines, okay? Which that is coming up pretty soon, right? But yeah. Whew, I think I got it all out. I hope so. So with that being said, we've been just channeling for the last 12 minutes. Let's get into your tarot. See what messages want to come through. But yeah, Hangman energy. The Wheel of Fortune was also coming through for me. Hermit, Eight of Cups, Tower, and Death. So like some major transformative energy, right? Really walking away from things. Wow, that was a great shuffle. Really walking away from things that just are not serving you. Taking that time to do some introspection and see if, is this really aligned with me? Do I really want to sit in this energy? Do I want to keep learning these same lessons I've already learned over and over again? Because, I mean, we all got free will. So if that's what you choose to do, the universe will allow it to happen. But I do feel like some of you guys are to your breaking point where you're just over it. You're like, all right, something's got to change. And the change starts with you. So you're taking that initial first step, laying that foundation, that brick, right? The first brick of intention, setting that intention out to the universe that something needs to change. I'm ready for change. And so the universe is going to respond positively to that. Finally, is what I heard. Finally, we've been waiting for you, okay? So let's see. Whoa. Messages for the collective, please, Spirit. Oh, wow. I told you, Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I can't make it up, y'all. I cannot make it up. We got the Emperor on the bottom. Yeah. See, some of y'all are about to be your own boss, okay? Or you're about to get this promotion where you're in like this leadership boss status, right? Making boss money, right? But some of you guys are really moving in your own direction, paving your own path. You guys have been putting in a lot of effort and energy into this. So Spirit is about to give you that opportunity, right? Look, King of Wands is the first card that came out. This is beautiful energy because this tells me that y'all are passionate about what you're doing. And that passion is going to carry you a really long way. It's going to keep you feeling invested in what it is that you're doing. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there you are, laying that foundation, knowing your worth, not settling. And because you're not settling and you know your worth, and we did get self-worth in there too. So because you know your worth and you're not settling and you're staying focused and driven, You know, this is about to bring in this overflow. I just kept hearing overflow, and I'm really picking that up. 8 of Cups. I can't make it up, y'all. I cannot make it up. So y'all are really walking away from things that are keeping you from being able to stand in your power, make these powerful, life-changing decisions, and really tune into your, I keep hearing intuition. I'm being drawn to that little ball that he's holding with the eye in it, and that's making me feel like a crystal ball, like intuition, psychic abilities. Like you guys have these downloads that are coming through. Wow, we got the Queen of Wands, or not the Queen of Wands, the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands in reverse. With the 8 of Swords in reverse. And the Magician. Got the 9 of Swords in reverse. The Wheel. Okay. So there is some good fortune that's about to come in for you guys. And I feel like I should do this. Boom. Like that. There's some good fortune that's about to come in for you guys, okay? So this is like you not worried about how it's coming in, especially with this 8 of Swords being in reverse and this 9 of Swords being in reverse, not being worried or stressed out about how this is going to happen, when this is going to happen, because the wheel is unpredictable, right? So this is going to come in when you least expect it, when you're not focused on it. And you've been manifesting. You've been putting the energy in, the intention in. Spirit has heard you. Like I said, you've been co-creating with the universe, right? This is you literally co-creating with the universe. You see behind her? This is literally the universe behind her. So this is you co-creating with the universe to bring in a new reality, a new timeline, okay? Some new energy. Sorry, I'm a little like congested. Going through like a throat chakra activation right now. So if I sound a little off or stuffy or you hear my nose kind of just on some dumb shit, that's why. So I'm really feeling like also with this Page of Wands being in reverse, this is you not taking any impulsive action, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being next to it. You're not being like super impulsive and just acting off impulse. You guys are taking time to like come up with a game plan and to bring like some sort of stability to what it is that you're wanting. Because the fire can be really like intense, right? If you don't have a sense of groundedness to it, to bring it down to the physical. And I also look at fire as like very spiritual. So this could be like, I keep picking up like your upper chakras. And then I was saying, like, you're going to be working with your lower chakras. So maybe you've been really up in your upper chakras, especially with this 9 of Swords and this 8 of Swords, right? You were really up in your upper chakras, and now you're, like, finding a way to bring balance so you're able to physically ground this into your reality, right? Especially with all of the earthly type of things, like the Taurus, which is the bull, and then we got the moose and the bear. These are all earthly animals, earthly creatures. So there's something about that. And I was also picking up with somebody's getting their wings, right? Some of you guys are earth angels. Some of you guys could identify as like an earth angel, right? So maybe some of you guys are activists for the planet, or you help the animals, the creatures in the marine world, like marine biology or something. I mean, the marine world, yeah, fuck it. We're just going to go with it because it came out. But yeah, there's something about that. You being grounded and compassionate, nurturing, taking care of the things that you need to, getting everything in order. And you know what? I got the same message for myself earlier, and that's how I know that this is a collective thing, because I've been picking it up in the readings, but I was also getting it for myself too. And it's like getting all your ducks in a line, taking care of the little details, getting everything worked out, because this shift that's coming, ooh, baby, you're going to want to have everything in order when it comes, because you're not going to have a lot of time to really like focus on the little things, because this is like the gestational period before everything defrosts and starts to bloom, and then you're able to harvest all of these things, right? So you'll be busy. tending to your seeds, making sure that everything like is getting enough water. Some things maybe need a little less water. Some things need more sunlight. Some things need more darkness. Like, you know, and when I say sunlight and darkness, I'm talking about like diving into your shadow, knowing when to have your shadow be prominent in your life and when to bring more light into your life, right? So our shadow is a good thing sometimes. It keeps us protected. And when there's other shadowy type of energies around us, it helps us be able to deal with these energies without feeling overwhelmed or beat down, right? Our shadow is a good thing if we have a balance with it. And you got to have like control over that. Otherwise it can, you know, run rampant, kind of like fire. Fire is beautiful, keeps us warm. It allows us to have light. It transmutes, things like this. But if it's not controlled and contained, that shit can burn down the whole fucking city, right? So there's like, yeah, having like a sense of stability and security, controlling your emotions, controlling your reactions, maybe not being so reactive, being more reflective, going within, doing some introspection, right? We were picking up introspection too, so Hermit card energy. So let's see. Messages for the collective, Spirit. What messages do you have for the collective? Wow, I told y'all. This card has literally came out almost every single fucking time I've used this deck. It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. Messages for the collective. You got exhaustion. Yeah, so some of you guys are needing this downtime to gather your energy, right? To take care of yourself because maybe you've been burning yourself out, trying to bring some new things in. Wow. Look at that. We got rebirth and we got transformation. That's beautiful. And if you look at this rebirth card, it's giving strength vibes. So some of y'all are really conquering some fears, right? Maybe that's something that you guys are walking away from is like your fears. And we can see that here with the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords both being in reverse. This is you like releasing, not being so worried about them when they come up, knowing how to deal with them, right? And it's all because you've been doing shadow work. I'm really picking up some of you guys might still be in that period of doing this shadow work, like that dark night of the soul moment, really working on some heavy emotions, trauma, cycles, things like this. And then others of you are coming out of this. You guys are entering into that like springtime energy where you're like starting to plant the seeds. Rebirth right over top of the King of Wands as well. So yeah, this is you really like having the courage. Like this transformation really brought out this sense of like courage and like determination, discipline, like being more disciplined with yourself, not allowing your animalistic or materialistic like wants control your heart's desires. Like, you know how sometimes when we're going through like an ego death or something, our ego can become like super intense because it's trying to hang on, right? So it can become like super intense and we start maybe being a little attached to our material possessions, things like this, or I don't know, maybe feeling a little cocky, arrogant, egotistical, things like this, until that part of ourselves goes through like this transformational period and then it calms down. It's like we have a sense of control over that. Like it's still somewhat there, right? It's just not as intense or powerful or as much in control as our higher self is. Like it's kind of like being more in tune with your higher self than your lower self. I don't know what to call it. Look, we got mind and we got isolation. So, like I said, this is like that gestational period. Like some of you guys could still be in that, like things are real frozen and still right now, not really moving, but it's happening energetically type of energy. And then some of you are like defrosting, coming out of this. This is that 3 of Swords energy as well. So Some of you guys could have went, like I said, lost somebody or went through some sort of like breakup, betrayal, things like this, and just feeling really like alone. But trust me when I tell you that there are going to be some people that are coming in for you that are going to bring you a sense of, because with the number 2, it talks about partnership, togetherness, relationships, right? So something with your relationships is going to shift. Maybe you're going to be coming in contact with people that are like-minded, right? And that just bring you a sense of like feeling seen, understood, heard, things like this. Because when we don't feel understood, that can cause us to feel isolated in itself. You know what I mean? And with the mind, and it's coming right out over the 9 of Swords, right? I feel like this is like breakthrough energy though. Like maybe this is what your mind kind of looked like at one point. Maybe you're just like relying on mechanical programmings, things like this. Something about like mechanical programming, because if you look at it, it kind of looks like, well, what I would imagine the inside of like a robot to look or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, some of you guys are really working on like your programmings, releasing programmings that are keeping you stuck in these lack or lost mindsets, things like this. I want 2, 3 more cards, Spirit, please. Woo, that just fell right on the floor. One more. All right. Yeah, see? Look, the outsider. Some of y'all could have really felt like outcasted. Maybe you're like I was going to say the black sheep of the sheep of the family, right? You're meant to do something different. People don't understand you. People don't understand how you could be so different. Maybe if your family, we're going to use Christianity as an example because I have a very Christian aunt, right? And I just ran my card over. Oh, look here, I bent it. Me. And it says, we are the world. Ooh, this is that togetherness. And I'm putting this over the Magician because that just, it feels right. I can't believe I just ran this card over like that. We got tuning in. Whew. So as I was saying though, so I have this aunt, right? She is Christian and she reads the Bible, things like this. And because I do tarot, she tries to say that I'm like a devil worshiper. And basically I'm going to hell, right? But somebody who's like really Christian like that, if you follow what you preach, then you would know only God can judge. And I'm also God's child. So who are you to tell me that I'm going to go to hell? And God made me in his perfect creation. You know what I mean? He knew what I was going to be like. So some of you guys could deal with like things like that. Like maybe like your family goes by a certain religion or belief system, traditions, and you're not resonating with that. And maybe you're separating yourself from these things and they're like, almost like demonizing you, like, how dare you? You're going to hell. You know what I mean? Like, no, actually I'm not. You keep talking like that, you might though. Like, I don't know. There's just a sense of like you kind of going within, seeing what is working for you, what is not, releasing anything that is not, and moving in your own direction. Oh, and we got guilt in reverse underneath this. That's that 8 of Swords again. So not feeling guilty about moving in your own direction. And with the we are the world, I feel like this is like I said, like you and the universe co-creating together, right? You're going to have a lot of people that are going to come into your life, whether this is like spiritually or physically. You're going to have people come into your life that are going to be working with you, helping you bring in certain manifestations that are going to help the world. I feel like you are humanitarians. I'm picking up like Aquarius vibes, right? So some of you guys are like humanitarians. Maybe you identify as like healers, medicine men and women, doctors, animal activist, environmental activist, things like this. You know what I mean? You don't just have to be one of those things. That's just a couple examples. This is a collective read, like I said, so put it where it fits. If the energy is reversed, flip it. And I just split the deck, and look, we got the Wheel of Fortune again. So yeah, things are shifting in your favor, okay? You got to trust that, even if you don't see it right now, because things could be just, like I said, happening vibrationally, energetically. But it is about to come down into this material world. We had a lot of earthly energy, so this is like that. It's almost like it was in like the 6D, the 7D, the 10D, whatever. And it's now finally like in the 4D, about to come down into the 3D type of vibes is what I'm picking up. So let's get a clarifier for the rebirth and the King of Wands, please, Spirit. 4 of Cups. So some of you guys could have felt rejected or bored with your life, and that's why this change initially started to transpire, right? Some of you guys could have been, this is not going to be for everybody. So some of you guys could have been dealing with somebody that rejected you. And I'm talking about this, they're bringing up my situation right now. So I'm about to just tell you guys about my situation. And if it resonates, it resonates. So I was talking to this guy, and he just ghosted me out of nowhere. And that actually like helped me refocus my energy into the things that I want to bring into my life. Focusing more on my health, my mental health, my power, my self-worth. I started doing like a lot more introspection and looking at the reason why I attract people that do that to me, right? And I really started questioning, like, am I commitment phobia? Like, I haven't been in an actual relationship in over 3 years, right? So I started thinking, like, maybe it's got something to do with me, and like using him as a mirror for myself to then further discover more about myself and to really like do some self-development, right? So maybe that's something that you guys currently went through. Like, you're dealing with somebody, they kind of like rejected you, ghosted you, and it just like kickstarted this transformational period, like you really focusing on yourself, your goals, your ambitions, and bringing things in that actually bring you fulfillment and not just have you feeling empty at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because in the 4 of Cups, like, he's got those cups in front of him. The cup that is being offered to him, he ain't even paying attention to it. He kind of just looks like he's like disappointed or upset, like just over it at this point. So I'm kind of picking up, like, if that was the vibe that you guys were in, you're like, okay, something's got to change, right? Something's got to change. I'm over this. Like, there's got to be more. Some of you guys could have been settling, right? And now you're like, you know what? There's more out here for me. I can feel it. My soul's calling me to it. It's time to go explore and see what else is out here. Can I get a clarifier for the transformation and the Queen of Discs? Wow. 6 of Swords. The fact that that landed right on top of this so beautifully, I almost feel like I want to leave it there. But I did ask for the transformation and the Queen of Discs, so, which would be the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, this is you moving away from chaotic energy, people that want to, look, we got 6 and 6. So 66 could also be a significant number. And I was picking up like 6 months. So 2 to 6 months, right? So the number 6 can also be significant, which can talk about harmony, family, love. It's also the Lovers in the major arcana of tarot. So this is you really following your heart, listening to what your heart wants you to do, to bring you to a place where the energy is reciprocal. What you put out is what you get back. You're not going to stay with a job that's not paying you what you're worth. You're not going to stick with a person that's not putting in the same amount of energy and effort that you're putting in, right? So this is you moving away from that type of energy to have more balance in your life. And I'm also hearing more peace too. Some of you guys could be also learning new languages, right now, just like really trying to learn new things. And maybe some of you guys are wanting to travel, right? With the Six of Swords being here, because I was picking up Alaska too. Some of you guys could live in Alaska, but this could also just symbolize you wanting to travel to new places in the world, right? See new horizons. Like, the sky is different in every place that you go. If you go to the country, like the stars and the sky just, so beautiful. Like, it's so clear. If you go to Alaska, they got like the northern lights there, you know, like, so wherever you go, the air is going to be different. The sky is going to be different. You're going to be able to see things from a new perspective. You're going to be able to breathe new air, things like this. Like, I don't know, there's something about that. There could also be something about the breath, like meditating more, doing breath work to help like move some of this energy out, things like this. I need a drink, hold on. Bitch is thirsty. Some of y'all couldn't be needing to drink more water, right? So let's see. Can I get a clarifier for the isolation and the Princess of Wands? Four of Wands. So, yeah, this talks about like your community, family. Like I said, if some of you guys were like kind of outcasted or rejected by your own family, right? This is you coming into alignment with a community that is going to appreciate you and support you and understand you. People that are actually aligned with you, and they see you in the things that you bring to the table. Like, they see your worth. You don't have to prove yourself to them. And I also feel like the energy, was that Eight of Cups again? Yeah, so you guys are walking away from whatever it was. Like, if it was rejection or a relationship, a connection, a job, a house, whatever, habits, you guys are walking away from this to create a new foundation and align yourself with your, I'm hearing like your true family, like the family that you choose, right? Your community. This could even be like you starting a family, right? If that's something that you want, like meeting the one that you're going to start a family with. And you guys are going to start to build together. Maybe you are meant to come into, because I was picking up like that Lover's card, right? So maybe some of you guys are going to meet your soulmate and you guys are meant to create this community together, right? I don't know. There's something about that, like creating some sort of community, something that's going to help the earth. So I want to talk about my dream real quick, because I feel like this could be somebody, like some of your guys' dream as well. So my dream is to create a community. So if you guys have ever seen Down to Earth with Zac Efron, I think it's episode 2 where he goes to Costa Rica. There's this guy, he created this eco village. And there's a bunch of different like couples and people that have moved to Costa Rica from other countries and states to join this eco village. And they all literally, it's like an eco-friendly place where they all just help each other out and they work in harmony and they teach each other. Like, it's just so beautiful. If you guys have not watched that show, I definitely highly recommend, because it's just very inspiring to see people really doing their part, trying to help the planet, help each other out, help the animals. It's just very beautiful, very inspiring. And that's why I keep picking up, like, maybe some of you guys are like humanitarians. Maybe that's part of your dream too, is to like help people, help the planet, help the animals, things like that, right? But you are gonna have your community, okay? Like, I am picking that up heavy. If you've been feeling very alone, isolated, misunderstood, like, you're coming into alignment with people that are gonna understand you, that are gonna see you. They're gonna add value to your life instead of take away from you. Like, they're not gonna beat you down, you know what I mean? They're gonna uplift you, support you. These people are gonna be reliable, dependable, stable, right? So let's get some clarifier for the Nine of Swords with the Mind card, please. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. I feel like you're going to have some sort of like revelation or breakthrough, right? Because I was picking up like breakthrough energy already, but I'm really picking up like this could be something spiritual that happens that just gives you this new perspective or ignites. It like is going to ignite you to want to take some sort of action towards something. Some of you guys could receive a message from someone, right? Or this is like a download from spirit is what I'm picking up. I'm picking up really spiritual energy. So like you guys could definitely be like my spiritual beings, my star seeds, earth angels. Like I said, like you guys are here on a purpose that is bigger than yourself, right? That's the vibe that I'm really picking up. So can I get a clarifier for, actually I kind of want to get one more for this Page of Wands and this Nine of Swords and the Mind card, please, Spirit. I said one more, and they gave me 3. One more, please, Spirit. Thank you. 8 of Cups. That 8 of Cups, I knew this motherfucker was going to come out. Yeah. So you guys are having a breakthrough. You guys are understanding on a deeper level why it is that you're being called to certain places, certain things, certain foods, things like this, because it's like nourishing your body. And I'm really picking up like you guys are reprogramming your mind, reparenting yourself, things like this. Like, I don't know. I'm picking up a lot of different energies, right? But something about that moon is just really sticking out to me right now. And the moon can be linked to our subconscious. It can be linked to our emotions. It can be linked to our intuition, our psychic abilities, our spiritual abilities, things like this. So some of you guys are definitely having some upgrades, activations. You're going to be having a deeper understanding of why it is that you're being drawn to certain people, certain things, certain energies, why you're being called to release certain things and walk away from certain things, right? Like there's like this deep understanding. Can I get a clarifier for the Tuning In card and the Wheel of Fortune? Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, right? And the Queen of Wands can be a very spiritual individual, somebody who's very in tune. With her being in reverse, this could be you almost not listening to your intuition. She can also be looked at as somebody that could be, I keep hearing lust. Like you could be attracting like lustful people into your life. Or maybe that's what you originally was attracting at the beginning before you went through this transformation. And it might come back around as like, some of it could be like a test for some of you guys to see if you're really done with that. But for others of you, I feel like it's like a question from the universe. Like, is this the energy that you still want? Because if you want it, you can have it type of thing. So some of you, it could be a test because maybe you said like, I'm done. And then others of you could be like on the fence of actually like fully walking away into this new energy. And so Spirit's like, are you sure? Do you want it? Do you not? And then once you make that decision, you know, you might still encounter people like that, whatever. It happens. It's just a matter of standing in your power, knowing what it is that you, like knowing your worth, like that Queen of Pentacles, knowing your worth, knowing what you stand for, your morals, your standards, right? Standards and expectations are different. Expectations are what we put on other people. Our standards interlock with our morals, right? So they're intertwined, is what I was trying to say. Interlock, intertwined, whatever, kind of the same thing. But with our morals, so like, for instance, so one is subjective, one is objective. But for instance, we'll just use an example, right? So I love animals, right? If I meet somebody that fucking hates animals, they just despise animals, I'm not going to be with that person. I'm probably not going to hang out with that person just because we're not aligned in that way. So it's really about like seeing what you're aligned with, not settling for things that you know just are not you, right? And with this Page of Pentacles, with the Wheel of Fortune and this Tuning In card, Spirit could be asking you to take a moment to really sit with yourself because they're giving you signs and synchronicities, letting you know that you're on the right path or letting you know that things are changing, things are shifting, right? So maybe there's like a need to really take a minute to tune into that and see what the messages are that Spirit is giving you. Like I said, you guys are very connected, I feel like, spiritually. So you guys do receive downloads. Some of you guys could be channelers. So, and like gifted in the clairs, right? Clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient. The list goes on. Some of you guys are having some sort of like breakthrough with your psychic abilities. And I was kind of picking that up earlier too with the Emperor card and then the moon right here. So some of you guys could be having some sort of breakthrough with your abilities. There's a need to like really tune into these and see what it is that you need to either learn in order to develop these further, or what Spirit is trying to tell you, right? Like if you're getting a lot of numbers and you look up the numbers and you're like, well, this doesn't really resonate. Maybe there's a different message for you guys. Like there could be something about like what is already out there in the world for like references to look at might not be what Spirit is trying to tell you. So it's like listen to your own intuition. You know what I mean? If you see 1111, that doesn't always mean that like you're coming into alignment with a person. This could mean like a new opportunity opening up for you. Because I like to look at 11s almost like a door. And this is 1111 right here. Some of you guys could be coming into alignment with somebody or people, like a community, like I said. But you could also be having just like a new opportunity that's going to open up for you. And Spirit's telling you to like pay attention because there's a door that's about to open for you, you know, like pay attention to the opportunities that are before you. If you're too focused on like this, like 5 of Wands energy, right? Like feeling like outcasted, feeling like there's a lot of conflict, chaos. You don't want to step on nobody's toes, things like this. You might not take advantage of the opportunities that come before you, right? You might just like watch from afar, watch other people watch other people take advantage of that opportunity and become successful off of something that you want to do too. Like, and you have the ability, the capabilities to do so. Like, you're going to be set apart from the crowd regardless. Even if you're getting into something that's really competitive, right? Your energy is going to set you apart from others. People are going to love you. They're going to be drawn to you because there's something about you that's different. And like I said, you have a community of people. Look at the card that's like wanting to come out when I was just doing that. It's the Tower. So yeah, something within you that needs to just be let go of, that's transforming at the moment. Can I get a clarifier for the outsider? And the 8 of Swords in reverse, please. Wow. 9 of Swords in reverse. So you guys have a lot of repeat cards. Yeah, so this is you needing to just like observe your fears, your insecurities when they come up, but like find an outlet to channel that into like, there's this journaling exercise that I was doing. It's a shadow work exercise where you identify what it is that is like the issue, and then you come up with like the scenario, right? Like how the scenario could play out. And then you come up with how you can overcome that, and then like your plan B kind of. So let's say, for instance, we're going to use relationships as an example. So my fear in relationships is being abandoned, people leaving, right? That's my fear. Then I would then think of how I can maybe even prevent this from happening. Maybe not putting all my eggs in one basket, having good boundaries, you know, having a sense of self-worth and self-love, knowing that what is meant for me will always be, right? And then my plan B would be, if it did happen, for instance, I would then take time to reflect and do some introspection and, you know, work on myself, take some time for myself to heal from that, because we need to have time to be able to heal and do some introspection and see what it is that we're doing or that's in our energy that could be attracting this type of energy, right? Hermit in reverse. It's like you having that deeper understanding. But yeah, there could be like a need to take yourself out of your situation to see it from a different perspective, right? Like when your fears and your insecurities do try to creep up, taking yourself out of your situation, seeing it from an outsider's point of view. That could also be why the outsider's there, like seeing it from an outsider's point of view. How can you approach this from a different angle or see this from a different angle, right? And I just keep seeing like eagles. So, and I just heard butterfly in the sky. So I don't know, something about like just really shifting your perspective, right? Can I get a clarifier for the world and the magician? We got justice. And I'm picking up, y'all have had some sort of like karmic clearance, like a clearing within your karmic energies. Some sort of karmic justice. You guys have released some sort of soul contracts, or I don't know, like you guys learned this big universal lesson that is allowing you to have this, like you've always been able to manifest, right? Like you've always had that ability, but it's almost like Ace of Swords, breakthrough energy. Yeah, this is like clearing. Like you guys have had some sort of karmic clearing or something that is allowing you to have access to a new level of manifestation. Like your manifestations might come in a little bit more effortlessly, with ease. Yeah, there's something about breaking some sort of like karma or soul contract, or, and I'm almost picking up like something within your blueprint, right? I don't know. Maybe you're an old soul, especially because we're seeing that Hermit card, and this can symbolize like being an old soul. So maybe some of you guys are an old soul, and you guys have been stuck in this pattern for lifetime after lifetime, right? It's just been kind of like a long, dragging ass journey, and you guys finally, like, in this lifetime, remembered, like, oh shit, I've been doing this for so many other lifetimes. Or if you don't believe in past lives, parallel lives, whatever it is, right? But you're like, oh my God, I just realized I've done this for so many lifetimes. This is the lifetime that I came here to really change some shit. Like, make something happen. Like, I don't know, something like that breakthrough energy. Like you had this revelation, this epiphany. Spirit revealed the truth to you, or like you woke up to the truth, right? Some awakening and remembrance. I'm picking up like soul star chakra activation, as well as your earth star chakra, which can connect you to your past lives. The earth star chakra can connect you to like past lives, things like this. Earthly ancestors, like ancient ancestors, ancient civilizations, things like this. Earth star chakra can also connect you to that, because that connects you to like your akashics. And it's just like having that deep soul remembrance, right? It connects you to your soul, your higher self, things like that. So let's get some messages to see what your love life gonna be looking like, what y'all gonna be doing. We got the coffin in reverse. Oh no, it fell on the floor. I'm hearing that Taylor Swift song. You're the reason for the teardrops on my guitar. Told y'all I was seeing butterflies. Only one who's got enough of me to break my heart. So some of y'all could be going through like a situation like that. Like somebody could have really broke your heart, and you were really invested in this person. I was picking that up at the beginning. Like maybe you were really invested in somebody, like a relationship or a connection, and it just didn't work out, right? Because that happens a lot, more than you would think. So let's see here. We got coffin in reverse. This talks about endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So maybe some of you guys are still kind of holding on to hope for you and somebody to come back together, right? Some of you guys could feel like this person is like your Like you have this soul contract with this person. This person is your divine counterpart. I don't like just putting labels on things, but I'm picking up like soulmate, twin flame type of vibes, right? Especially with this Four of Wands being here. So you guys could see this person as like your divine counterpart, your twin flame. And a twin flame is a highly spiritual connection. So this would be like telepathic connection. You feel this person when they're going through things. You just know, right? You just know. You have this deep inner knowing. You feel it in your bones. So if that's not your connection, this could just be like a divine counterpart, a soulmate, or whatever, like a soul connection, right? A deep soul connection with somebody. We got the snake. It says competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. And we were picking up competition earlier with that Five of Wands. I was picking that up. So, I mean, there could be some like surrounding energies. Maybe you and this person aren't together right now because they chose somebody else over you, right? There's like this competing energy to like get this person's attention, or who can bag this person. Some of these people might not even have good intentions for your person. This person might see them like, oh, they're with this person. Like there are people out here like that, right? Oh, they're with this girl. I bet you I can take her man. Or, you know, like, or he's with this girl. Like I'm a come up in here, and it like gives them that validation for their ego to feel good. You know, some of these people could be very egotistical, just kind of trying to come in and see what they can do, like who they can pull, things like that. I don't know. There is some weird ass energy out here. So that could be this person's situation. And let me tell you something, they're going to learn a lesson. They're going to learn a lesson. Let them learn that lesson. They'll be back. I'm sure of it. And they always come back, right? Oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry. And it's up to you if you want to take it back. Some of these people I'm picking up, you shouldn't maybe go down that path again. There's going to be somebody else that's going to be aligned with you. But for some of you, if you feel like this person is genuine and serious, really listen to your intuition on that. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just saying if you don't go for that, there's going to be somebody that's better, that is going to know your worth. They're not going to like make you compete for their attention, or you're not going to have to do so much, right? This person's going to pour into you just as much as you pour into them. We've seen that Six of Pentacles. So, you know, that's reciprocal energy. That could also, I like to look at that as also like soulmate type of vibes, because it's mutual, it's genuine, it's divinely guided, right? So we got the golden mirror. It says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. Yeah, exactly. And if you look, this is all lined up with each other, okay? So, yeah, I feel like if you feel like there's some like open-ended, unresolved issues with somebody, this person might come back, yes, and they might love bomb you, but I feel like this is still like very one-sided. This person is still kind of doing things for selfish reasons. They could, like I said, lust started coming up. This person could be in a very lustful energy. Maybe they just want to hook up. So just be careful of that. If you're looking for something more serious, just protect your heart, protect your energy, because you could be vulnerable right now. Like I said, you're going through a vibrational shift. So just be cautious with that. We got the Axe. It says breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. And it's funny that I was using the relationship thing as an example, because that's like a real life fear of mine, right? Because I've had people abandon me, ghost me all the time. So that is like a real life fear, but maybe that's something that you guys need to do too. Like sit down and think like, what is your fear around relationships? Are you afraid to be abandoned? How can you like stop the pattern, right? Prevent this from happening again. And if it does happen again, how can you recover from this? That's how that activity, that journaling activity, like really plays out. Like it lets you see everything in front of you from a different perspective. So some of y'all, like you could be in no contact with this person with the silent treatment. And if this person does come back, I feel like this is a opportunity for you to be able to like really put things to an end, get that closure. Even if this person don't like apologize and stuff like that, like you knowing your worth gives you a sense of closure. Like I know I was seeking a apology from that dude that ghosted me, and now that I like made peace with myself, I don't even need that anymore. Like if he comes back, I'm straight up blocking him because I already deleted his number out of my phone. I don't know his number by heart, obviously. But I should have just blocked him. I just wasn't at that point in time when he had ghosted me to like actually block him and really be done. But now that I've made peace with myself, I'm like, man, I really wish I would have blocked him because I know he's going to come back. They always do. They always do. Every time you start moving on, you're healing, they want to come back and try to like swindle you again. Like, fuck out of here. Leave me alone. I'm doing good. I'm good without you, right? We got soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract, and it's soulmates, and it was in reverse. So, yeah, like I said, some of you guys could feel a very deep soul connection with this person, feel like you have a soul contract with this person. There could be like some unresolved issues, feel like there's something more that needs like closure almost. Some of you guys could really be feeling like this person owes you an apology, right? And they probably do. But if you don't get that, you got to be okay with it because people honestly don't owe us shit in this life. Just like we don't owe people shit, right? If we did something and we didn't feel like we needed to explain ourselves, we don't owe them no explanation, right? So we got to look at it like that too for other people. Like people don't owe us shit. Even if they did stomp all over our heart and just betray the fuck out of us and hurt us, like they really don't owe us an apology. It would be nice. It would be the considerate thing to do. But they don't owe that to us. So we got to find a way to make peace and let that go in order for us to move forward and have healthy connections with other people, right? Genuine connection. Oh my God, that's so funny. That was something that I wrote down that I forgot to talk about. It's yin and yang, or twin flames. Oh my gosh, but it's the yin and yang symbol. Because when I was seeing the hands like this, it was reminding me of that yin and yang symbol. And I did write that down, but they're literally, it's such a mess. Like, it's just writing all over, little symbols drawn all over. So I forgot to mention that. But just saying that, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot. So there is some balance that's about to come in. I was watching this Reiki. I was watching this woman doing Reiki, right, on TikTok, and she was helping like release soul contracts and binds to people. And when she was doing it, she was connecting us to our higher self and helping us learn the lessons to create balance. And balance does not always mean just all love and light, right? This is even learning like the shadowy kind of lessons. She said it so much better than I am right now. I wish I could remember her name. I think it's like Tina Davis or something on TikTok. I cannot remember. If I remember, I'm going to go find her on TikTok and I'm going to put her little pin in the description. So if that is something that you're looking into, definitely go check her out. I think it is Tina Davis or Tanya Davis, something like that. But if I remember, I'll go find her and I will make sure to put her in the description. But she did such a great job, and the way that she like explained what she was doing and the little messages on the screen, I was just like, I don't know, I could feel it. I really could feel it. So there could be some sort of cord cutting that you need to do to really like cut ties with this person, release this person from your energy. There could be that soul, that etheric cord still attached to this person, like that soul tie. We got cassette. It says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Yeah, that's that 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords energy. So this is like old conditioning that you guys could be working on releasing right now, right? Maybe some of you guys are needing to release like ways that you, like maybe you think that you and this person have to be together because you have this deep soul connection, right? That's not what these soul connections always mean. Sometimes it just means that these people were here to help our soul evolve, to activate something within us, to show us something that needed to be healed, to maybe we needed to clear some karma with this person, whatever it was. There's like always a lesson behind it. So whether we end up with this person at the end of the lifetime or not, this person was crucial in our point, or in our journey at one point. Because there was some sort of like deep soul lesson that we needed to learn. So we could end up with this person, but we also could not. And like we might end up with somebody else. So maybe there's a need to release like this almost fixed type of mindset. Like I need to be with this person because I have this connection with them, this soul contract. We have to be together. Like not necessarily. Maybe this was just for your soul evolution, to activate this spiritual awakening within you, to show you what you need to walk away from and what needs to be healed, right? We got twin flames in reverse. And it says yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. So, yeah, and it's coming out right over the justice. So there could be an imbalance in this connection right now, and that's why you guys just cannot be together. Maybe one of you is more evolved and awoke to this connection, right? Awakened to this connection, and the other one is still like not seeing it like that, right? But this does not mean that you should put your evolution on pause or wait for this person. I always feel like you should keep focusing on yourself, keep focusing on your goals, your ambitions, things like this. And if this person comes along and they start to match your energy and they get it together and they wake up to your divinity and your divine connection with this person, then that's a different story. If they would decide to put it in the work and show you that they want to be with you, then that's a different story. But do not wait for this person is what I'm picking up. Like, don't just put yourself on hold hoping this person comes back around, because I feel like the more you work on yourself, the more attractive you become regardless. And I don't feel like you should do it just because like, oh, I want this person to come back, so I'm going to work on myself and they're going to want me and blah, blah, blah. Like, don't do it from those types of intentions. Make sure you're doing it because it's something that you truly want for you. You know what I mean? It's going to be way more beneficial for you if you do it out of that energy. And the butterfly card says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So there could be a lot of evolution that's happening. Maybe this person, their evolution is a little bit slower. They're on a different journey than you at the end of the day. Even if this is your twin, this person could be moving at a slower pace than you because they got more lessons to learn. Maybe they didn't learn their lesson with you, right? So they're going to have to go through another connection that's going to show them. And whether they learn that lesson through them or not is going to determine their evolution, right? So this person could be staying in cycles while you're over here trying to free yourself from cycles. And that's why you guys aren't aligned right now. This person could be in a lustful energy and you're more in that loving energy. There's just like an imbalance right now. So there cannot be union at the moment for your own protection, right? I really have to pee. So if you feel free or if you feel called, just fast forward till you see me again. I will be right back. I cannot hold it anymore. Trying to. Sorry, y'all. I'm hitting them. I'm hitting the mic regardless. I tried not to, but. So, I'm gonna have my handy dandy headphones. Sorry, I drank 2 cups of coffee and I've been drinking water all day today because I've been going through this throat chakra activation. My throat keeps getting really dry really quick. So your girl gotta fucking pee like a racehorse, all right? And also, I just wanted to say underneath of this butterfly card, right, we got heart with a key. It says welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. We said you guys could be meeting somebody new or a new group of people, people that are going to be more aligned with you, that is going to be literally perfect harmony, balance, mutual love, mutual energy. And we got the runner that was in reverse on the bottom, and it says runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. That's what I'm talking about. So whoever, this could be you or this could be this person, but I feel like this is the person that you could be thinking about, right? They're running away from intimacy because maybe they fear abandonment, or they got some inner child wounds that they need to heal, or they just like that cat and mouse game, right? It makes their ego feel good to have people that are going to chase after them and continue to pour into them even though they're not giving them what they deserve or need to feel loved, cared for, nurtured, right? It's like, haha, I can breadcrumb you, but you're still going to keep pouring all of your energy and love into me. This could be very, like, a very narcissistic person. We do got narcissism on here somewhere. Yeah, the golden mirror. Which is just, somebody who's very unhealed, hasn't healed from their trauma, hasn't healed from cycles, things that they were taught, things like this, right? Their programmings. So, this person just needs some help. And I don't think that you can help them. They got to help themselves. Whether they go to a therapist and get some professional help, or they just wake up to the shit that they're doing and the things that they do that hurt people, that's up to them, right? Narcissists can also just be like a neurological imbalance in the brain. Maybe they just don't feel the same like as you do. Maybe you're like an empath where you feel very deeply, you feel very connected, and this person just doesn't understand emotions on that level, They just can't fathom how you're feeling because they've never really experienced those types of emotions before. So let's get some messages from the divine, please. Some final messages. Wow, your cards keep falling on the ground. Sorry. Wow. So we got yes. Okay. Says, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. Oh my God. What was I saying? I said, I keep seeing birds and like the sky and things like that. That's so funny. And then we got three-eyed raven on the bottom. A sunrise hits upon the dew. A messenger raven calls out with news. Prepare for the unexpected. That's that fucking Wheel of Fortune card, right? Yeah, there's something that's about to come in. That's why there's a need to tune in. Spirit may be trying to give you some hints, right? Trying to tell you what it is. Ooh, I'm excited for you guys. We got nomad. It says the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside. So take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Now is not the time to go in your shell and just, hide from the world and experiences. Now is the time for you to really take that leap of faith and allow yourself to experience more. There's so much more for you to experience in this world. Some of you guys could identify as like a gypsy or a nomad. Maybe you want to travel. We were picking that up earlier too, right? Some of you guys could be wanting to travel, or this could even be like spiritually traveling, like astral travel, tapping into the Akashics, or doing like remote viewing, things like that. I'm picking that up too, especially with that three-eyed raven. Ravens are very psychic creatures. They can predict the future. It says a cure for longing. So can crows. Maybe I'm thinking of a crow. I'm pretty sure they both have that in common though. But I know one of them knows like when natural disasters are about to hit, and they can like see it coming before it happens, so they can pretty much save themselves, like move away to a safe space or whatever. They just have this like this intuitive ability to be able to sense things like that. So maybe y'all can tell that there's like, a storm coming, right? A storm is in like some chaos or drama or something coming your way, some big transformation, or this could even be like I said, that overflow, like a tsunami of just like good fortune and love and things like that, right? So it just depends on how you're feeling. And do you feel like it's a bad thing that's coming or a good thing? And you can like sense this, and you're like almost preparing yourself for this. We got to care for longing. It says love is happiness. A spark inside, live deliberately and choose boldly, then you have arrived. Ooh, this is about following the soul, the song of your soul, okay? Where your soul is leading you. I love that. Choose boldly, then you have arrived. This is giving me the vibe of like, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Like, be present in the moment so you can embrace all that is in front of you. I don't know. There's like something inside of you that, like, I was picking up a spark, like, with that page of wands too. Like, something is being ignited, lit up. A new passion, a new endeavor, a new route, something that your soul is calling you to do. Pay attention, okay? Life ain't free, you gotta pay attention. My ex used to say that and I used to hate it. But now I say it all the time because it's so true, because it's not free. You gotta pay attention. Like, pay attention to what is around you. Stay present in your moment. Like, to really like smell the roses and enjoy the beautiful parts of life. Let's get some final messages, please, and thank you, Spirit. Intuition, wow. I'm telling y'all, you guys are very in tune. You can feel things, you sense it before it even happens. Healing on the bottom, love that. Listen to your heart. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Yes, and it is. And it is, okay? Oh my gosh, so y'all are having that breakthrough. Boom. This has also been a card that's literally came out so much. So much. So you got intuition. It says trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not necessarily be right. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. Well, your angels will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right, and what feels wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? Trust how you're feeling. There's something, and I was picking this up when I said something about the lovers. This is like you following your heart, right? So there is something about really following your heart. What makes your heart sing, okay? Forgiveness. Holding on to the past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Heart. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so, you will reclaim the joy of life. Beautiful. So some of you guys could be having an opportunity to really like forgive and let whatever this is go. Whether it's a person, a situation, family, like it could be so many different things, right? It's a collective reading, so just put it where it fits. But there could be a need for you to really go inside, see what it is that you need to forgive in order to move forward. Breakthrough, it says how many beautiful heartfelt wishes have been crushed by fear. How many times has society's voice of disapproval cast a shadow on your dreams? It is time to break free of these false beliefs and realize your dreams. Allow your heart to guide you. Trust your inner guidance. The time is right. Beautiful. You guys are on the verge of some beautiful new energy. It's coming, baby. Trust. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Take care of yourself, okay? Protect your energy. Your energy is precious. You are precious, okay? I love you guys. I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment, drop a little heart or something, you know. Let me know that you was really vibing with the reading. Also, make sure you're subscribed, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. I also have a TikTok. You can go check me out at Spiritually Ziya, just like it is on here. I post other little pick a cards, talk about other spiritual content, do collective readings, all types of stuff over there, okay? So sending you guys lots of love. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for continuing to show up for yourself, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.